Welcome in, folks. Should be a fun day. Right now, the plan is to make some progress towards the third gym, and if all goes well, we might well be able to beat the third gym. We are going to do a little bit of training early on for one very specific reason. We need to get our Survivor, Yuri, up to a little bit better level. And yeah, going through here shouldn't cause any trouble. There is this trainer. Let's gotta make sure that my speed up. Okay, speed up is where I want it. Yeah. I was a little hesitant to fight this trainer earlier in the run, just because, quite frankly, for Pokemon, a variety of types, it could be potentially scary, but with the way things are at present, twice their level. So yeah, honestly, the main thing that we're concerned about this day, there are two things, both of them in about the same place, funnily enough. There's a frightening battle coming up. And there's also an important encounter. And we've already gotten the Berry. Now there are no poison-type encounters on this route, so we're not that worried about it. And if y'all recall, last time we beat the Solage City Gym Leader Grant with his rock types. In between episodes, I think I mainly did berry farming since the last time, but I also stopped up here and got the TM that was up in this area. And I can't actually remember what move that TM is for, but I'm pretty sure it was a good one, like Dupes Clause or something. Now, we want to be pretty careful here, because that trainer right there has Psychic-type Pokémon. And as I've probably mentioned a few dozen times, Psychic types are the scariest thing in the run for us right now. So we're going to do our best to avoid them generally, but I'm actually reasonably confident that we don't have to worry about this guy because all he has is a Solosis. And our Survivor has the necessary super effective coverage to deal with it, because I've been keeping Bite on it. And that's actually a pretty core part of the strategy that we're running with for the one really dangerous encounter, or the one really dangerous fight that we're likely to have today. See, once we get through Route 10, we're actually going to encounter a trainer who I believe is unskippable. What's this guy? What's this lady? Skiploom, Dunsparce, and Nuzlocke. actually, that's a pretty good matchup for Sniper. We want to encounter a few optional battles here because we want to get Sniper up to pretty close to the level cap. Because we're not going to use Sniper for the final gym, but right before the level cap, it's going to learn the move Night Slash, which will help it against the couple of psychic types that we're going to have to fight. The second gym, honestly, I don't anticipate, the next gym, I don't anticipate to be that difficult because it's the fighting type gym. And pretty much any of our poison types pretty thoroughly wall it. And we've got Crobat, which has just a phenomenal matchup into fighting types. So yeah, here's probably the most dangerous Pokemon on this team for Survivor to face. But let's see what a Poison-tail does. This is probably a 2-shot. Oh wow, not a 2-shot. You know what? I am going to switch out, because a crit right now killing Yuri would just be absolutely awful. So let's switch into Sulfat. Let's switch into Sulfat. Oh, wow, they actually use tactics. Screech into Pursuit. That's a viable strategy. That would have done about half if it hit crit. So yeah, we'll use Yawn first of all. And they'll use Yawn on us. And you know what? We're gonna encore them into that because they're about to fall asleep. That'll make sure they don't. That'll give us a little bit of assurance of insurance when we go back into Europe. Okay, good job, Solly. Take a nap. You're up. I'm glad I went with the Gusty Gardens music. It's actually so pleasant. There's one thing that I forgot to do before today. Something kind of tedious, which is why I didn't bother with it. See, there are a few items that we can get for taking pictures at picture spots. And I actually forgot to go and get all of those pictures taken. So it's just about quantity. We get one item for taking one picture, the second for taking, I think it's 15, and the third for taking 30. Oh, no, that was not what I wanted. So fast with the bike. Oh, we got a mind play. That could be useful at some point, maybe. You know what? Actually, we're going to switch from the bike to the dowsing rods because I don't want to miss any big things. Quite frankly, I'm too lazy to look up where they are right now. There's one right on the other side of that wall, too. And here's one of the Team Flare grunts. Sniper has a pretty good matchup into this, too, since it's much stronger stat-wise than an unevolved Pokemon, and it has Bulldoze. Golbat could actually be annoying. Let's glare it. We might use bites to hold it down. are only not resisted move, and Paraflinch is actually a strategy that I'm kind of fond of. I hate it being used against me, but only giving the opponent like a 40% chance of being able to move, it's not bad. Ooh, let's see here real quick. So Poison-tail is 50 base power, the high crit rate, and I think a 10% chance to poison. I'm gonna look that up. Poison-tail, high crit rate, 10% chance to poison. Poison Fang is the same base power of 50. Not a high crit rate, but it has a 50% chance to badly poison, which, honestly, yeah. Let's go for it. Forget Poison-tail. Learn Poison Fang. And that right there is the most terrifying thing I expect to encounter on this run, Sigilith. That's an exaggeration, but I've actually had so many issues throughout different runs with Sigilith. That Pokemon honestly frightens the heck out of me. It's just deceptively fast and bulky and hits reasonably hard, so if you come up against it with an unprepared team, it really screws you up. Now I am going to check one more thing, because, quite frankly, it would be really lousy if I screwed up this particular aspect. Our current level cap is 32 based on the upcoming change. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? There's another psychic who hopefully we can just avoid. What is a level 19 type? Yeah, I think we'll try and just avoid that one. No sense in getting into a fight that we can easily avoid that could potentially be a problem. Here, what's going on with that? Well, we're probably interested in that right Okay, next grunt. Another fairly easy battle. One of the nice things about Seviper is that it gets the move Glare, which is 100% accurate, causes paralysis, and ignores immunity to electric type moves, which is a big problem with Thunder Wave. You can't paralyze ground types. Which makes it a really reliable move, honestly. And yeah. geez, we're encountering a bunch of poison types right now. The last person had a Krogunk, and this person has a Gulpin. Yeah, hi, how's it going? Okay, first is Drifloon. Probably take some damage. Oh, no, I guess it didn't have after. We are going to go ahead and switch out Olive. There's not much we can do while it's underground. But we can guarantee a one-shot with Giga Drain. Well, he is such an absolute beast at this point in the game. And you know what? We're gonna switch back to here. We do have Shed Skin, so we might... Yes, we managed to shake off the paralysis. That was a 30% chance, I think. Shed Skin. Oh, really? Thank you, Peppa. Oh, unpunished. There's a chance that we got paralyzed by static, and that would have meant a trip back to the Pokemon Center. Let's see. Venom Drench lowers attack, special attack, and speed on a poisoned target. Now, we do actually have a couple of decent options for that. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drop both of those. So I feel like if Samicro manages to survive the important fight coming up, that we could have a decent use for that. Okay, let's heal up. And real quick. Ooh, you know what? There's only one really important thing that happens in this area, and that's a fight against the person who's actually the next gym. But we can get a TM and a held item. Big thing is a match against the next gym leader, kind of a preliminary. This could actually be a vaguely tricky one. Unless, of course, I go for an absolute broken strategy. And we know payback. We get the TM for payback here. That's quite helpful. Dark-type coverage is never a bad thing to have on hand. How are we doing for Pokeballs? As much as I don't really want to spend too much of their money. Yeah, stocking up a bit should help. guy runs off up here into a totally not conspicuous dead end. There's definitely nothing up that way. I don't know why you would suggest otherwise. Yeah, this person comes along. She's our next gym leader, and she challenges us to a battle with 2 Lucario, which would be pretty frightening, except, yeah, we can just yawn them, and then encore them into Metal Sound for good measure. Yeah, they have a kind of garbage moveset at this stage of the game, which makes this pretty safe for Phil Bates. And yeah, it's locked into Metal Sound. Now we'll start bulldozing, because that's a pretty safe 3-hit KO. I probably should have put the... Ooh, that could have been bad if it crit. I forgot that he had a priority, which is sad, because I literally just looked that up. I probably should have put the soft sand that we just picked up onto Phil Bates to give a boost to bulldoze. There are so many things to worry about in a Nuzlocke that at a certain point you do kind of just have to dive in and do your best. So for example here, we're going to get some levels on Yuri. And actually I want to check something before we do this. Wait, do we have to fight? Maybe we don't have to fight the Psychic. So this person right here has a Sigilif. But if we can not fight them, that is fantastic. That is basically exactly what we want. So in that case, we're going to come back into the Pokemon Center and we're going to do something real quick. I want to check something. Okay. See, there is one other kind of frightening thing right around here. Which is in the route up ahead, and yes, I realize I'm blurry. Nope, I'm just gonna be blurry for the moment. I'm kind of in a blurry mood anyway, I guess. In the route up ahead, or just past the route up ahead, is Reflection Cave, and there are Wobbuffet in there. Wobbuffet traps us with Shadow Tag and makes things just generally kind of frightening. So So what we're gonna do is first we're going to go and get our encounter on Route 11. Then we're going to grab some repels. And actually I'll grab the repels. We want some super repels. And as much as it feels like a waste of money, I am taking 11 of them. Because we can't catch any Pokemon in Reflection Cave. There are no poison types or Pokemon that evolve into poison types. Okay, so we're in the grass, and now all we have to do is have Ivan use Sweet Scent to trigger a Horde battle. And all of the Hordes here are poison types, and honestly, that was probably the best option. So there are 3 poison types on this encounter, none of which can be caught anywhere else in the game. So there's Stunky or Skuntank. I believe if we hadn't triggered a Horde encounter, we could have encountered Skuntank. Then there is Nidoran and Nidoran male and female. So, are going to start, I'm actually going to slow this down so that I don't mess this up. I'm going to start checking abilities on these Stunkies. And the reason Stunky is probably the best option is while Nidoking and Nidoqueen are both really good Pokemon that would absolutely give us effectively a free shot through the 5th gym, the electric type gym. Stunky gives us defenses against psychic types, which makes things a lot less scary in case we manage to run into a random trainer who carries a psychic type Pokemon. It's so much safer to have Stunky, even if I would absolutely love to have a Nidoking or Nidoqueen. Okay, so on the left is... Oh, I should probably drop each seed on something here. Okay, we'll just do this. We're gonna drop a leech seed on Stunky number 2. They're poking us with some screeches, which is actually kind of scary. So we are going to pivot real quick through Ivan. I wish we could tell which Stunky is using Fury Swipes. And then Ivan will drop another Roots. So the first Stunky's abilities after that. Stop, please? Okay, I may have to speed this up a little. Something in this pack of stuff. I love how none of them have missed a Fury Swipes yet. back to Ollie. Okay, so that was the fastest. That's worth noting. What is the ability on that faster? Seed on that stuff. We've been hit by 3 screeches, which isn't great, honestly. That said, we are getting a lot of HP back thanks to Leech Seed. So let's leech this Keen Eye. Hang on a sec. That's the hidden ability. And honestly, probably the best ability available to us. So we're going to start clicking Giga Drain on the other Pokemon. If we can take them down fast enough. Oh, crap. I don't actually think that we can take the other 2 down fast enough. Crap! Catch that one, because we need to take down both of the other Pokemon, I believe, in order to throw a Pokeball. Which is really frustrating, and I shouldn't have gone for Leech Seed on one that I didn't know the ability. We're gonna drop a Worry Seed on this guy, Stench. Crap! We missed out on the hidden... Oh man, I'm so stupid. Okay, well that didn't go as well as I'd have liked. But let's clear out this Stunky and catch at least the one that was faster than the others. Yeah, let's just chuck a Great Ball. So it looks like the name for the striped skunk is this. The scientific name for the striped skunk is Mephitis mephitis. So, we'll name her Mephitis, and we'll call her Mephi. Welcome to the team, Mephi. While I am frustrated that we didn't get one with the hidden ability. I'll admit, none of Stunky's abilities are actually that useful in battle. Keen Eye avoids evasion strategies, which could have come up, but it's not that critical, and yeah, odds are it wouldn't have actually come up at all, so kind of wish we had a ghost type already, but honestly, that's a pretty good speed stat. Let's see. Yeah, let's give it a couple of decent moves in case we happen to need it in battle. Shock is decent. Despite having a slightly higher physical attack, I think it's actually generally favorable to train Stunky and Skuntank in Special, because they actually get access to a couple of really good coverage moves on the Special side. Especially, Flamethrower is the standout one. But they also make perfectly usable mixed attackers. So I think that's what we'll go with. Got a physical dark type move and a special poison type move. And why not? Give it Poison-type. It's better than focus energy in general. We'll probably worry about other options when it starts to level up, which actually I am going to go ahead and turn the experience share on now to get some levels on our various Pokemon. There were a few hidden items lingering around this route. I think this girl might have like a Chinchou or something, or a Chimecho. It's probably best if we avoid her. Oh, and we just got a text from the Pokemon professor telling us to go to a plot point in Shore City. And I forgot the Pokemon that knows pet. Oh, why did I do that? Apparently a battle girl's power comes from her belt. Okay, it's just a Mindfu. I thought it was something potentially dangerous. Ollie, as much as I love you, we're gonna switch out Desi, who has a pretty great matchup into this. course we get paralyzed. Change of plans because our opponents in this area actually seem to have moderately high level Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead and do some quick training to get my party in general up to, I think, level 28. So right now everything in the party is level 25, except for obviously Stunky. Oh, we are going to switch out. I can work with this. Anything you know Razor Leaf already, right? You know, I don't think I've ever actually encountered Nosepass in this area. Like, obviously they're here, but... I wonder what's with the funky glitch behind their name. Let's drop a quick Razor Leaf to knock almost all of them down to their sturdy. Except that one on the right, which is ridiculously bulky. Well, one more Razor Leaf will finish it. We're gonna check what Sully gets prior to evolution, just because I want to make sure that we don't evolve it, that we don't evolve him too soon. But yeah. Toxic is coming up at level 28, but we're not really in a rush to get that. Nothing else in the move pool is actually that crazy. Sludgebone doesn't come to level 34 in the Aeroscope, we're definitely not keeping him unevolved that long. Yeah, we still get Toxic before this gym. We get Body Slam if we evolve him right away, but we won't bother learning that anyway. I don't think it's that. I mean, I guess we can use it in place of slightly more useful. Jeez. It's Gunk Shot at level 73. Who the heck takes a gulp at level 73? I don't really see a reason not to go ahead and let Sully evolve. So yeah, go for it, Sully. Become big, gulpy thing. you know what? Yes, we will drop Amnesia, because there's really not much point in us setting up for ourselves. We don't have any other moves. Hi, Marching. I am good. We're just playing some Pokemon here. Welcome to the stream. We're continuing to run from Sigilif. Quick, we're going to get a preview of why I'm not really worried about the next gym. Because the best Pokemon in that gym is a Hawlucha, and it can't touch Desi. Funnily enough, I didn't actually decide to get max speed EVs on Desi, because there really didn't seem to be much of a point when Desi is already so ridiculously fast. As long as they don't all hit me with Sonic Boom, which they might know at this level. A couple of them have speed, so I think that's a hidden ability. We're gonna take down one of the speed boosters though, because we can't catch them. And if they manage to outspeed us and hit us with something surprising, that could actually be pretty fun. I could... Actually, you know what? I don't think that Speed Boost is the hidden ability. I think the hidden ability is like Tinted Lens. See, one of the things about this run that has me excited for it is just how many Pokemon I absolutely love that I get to use. For one thing, I'm never mad about the opportunity to use a Crobat because it's a fantastic Pokemon with a really cool design. Much fun as Smokescreen shenanigans could be, it's not reliable enough for me to try and use it. Yeah. Now I do have to say, as sad as it is, we probably won't be keeping Phoebe on the main team much longer, because the level curve in the early game of Pokemon Y goes by really fast, and we're gonna start encountering a lot of fully evolved Pokemon pretty soon here. And when that happens, Phoebe is going to start falling behind stats-wise really fast. And honestly, I think it's only fair to let her retire to the box after everything she did to get us this far in the run. Because we wouldn't have made it past the first gym without a strong starter like Phoebe. And it would be a waste to let her burn herself out trying to carry things later in the run. can't recall if Nosepass actually has multiple abilities. I know its best ability is definitely Sturdy, simply because it's a fantastic... Okay, that answers that question. It can, in fact, have some other ability. I'll finish off. Yeah. Sturdy is a fantastic ability from Gen 5 on. It's kind of funny how ridiculously weak it was before that, when it literally just protected against one-hit KO moves. I'm surprised that I'm hitting all of these Raven. It's only 95% accurate. Two of us can use that move. We use it better. Moves does Sully, does Pendra have? Not especially useful coverage for this fight. Yeah, we're getting to the point where Pendra is going to be a bit more reliable than Eevee, simply because it's got such better defenses. And once it evolves, its attack stat will be, I think, as good, or maybe a bit better. Of course, we've still got a few levels before Pendra evolves into Scolipede. Yeah, there are just so many poison types with really cool designs that I'm always excited to get the chance to use. Like even Bulbasaur. Big fan of Bulbasaur. I can't really choose a favorite Gen 1 starter, but it's between Bulbasaur and Squirtle. Sorry to all the Charizard stands out there. Learning fingers. What's the accuracy on that? See, while it has higher damage on average than Twin Needle, because it hits 2 to 5 times and 3 is most common, that 95% accuracy is a bit shaky, and honestly, Twin Needle is just such an iconic move on Beedrill that without a really compelling option, I'll stick with it. Like, eventually when we get access to X-Scissor, then we'll have a reason to swap. But until then... let's keep between them on the Pokemon that let's be clear on the Pokemon it's famous for. Okay, so Desi is at level 28 and is learning Air Cutter. Despite the fact that Desi is not a special attacker, we are going to learn that. And you'll see why in a little bit. Well, actually no, I can just tell you. Air Cutter is one of the moves that can knock berries off the trees in the background. So by having a Pokemon with Air Cutter, we now have a reliable option for farming berries. Let's see. Let's actually send in Ollie to deal with this gold. As long as we don't miss repeatedly due to the accuracy drop. There we go. And back to full health. You know, Roselia isn't actually a Pokemon that I've had much opportunity to use. Despite the fact that it's from Generation 3, and I have played a whole lot of Generation 3. Oh, evasion strats. We're gonna have issues here. Really, 3 times in a row, so all we need to do is hit one more time, and we'll move through all of those things. And there we see why evasion strats aren't reliable. Because while they can be the key to victory, they can also just do nothing. Oh, I didn't realize that Phoebe had hit level 28. Okay, back to the Pokemon Center. We should probably do that regardless, since one of our teammates is paralyzed. Heal up. I should not be leading with Phil. Pendra might be about to no, not the fastest. reliably make it to the third gym leader. I can't actually recall if we have to do a rival fight before or after the gym leader. But the rival fight is honestly a bit scarier because of the Absol. Unfortunately, Ivan, we don't actually have room for that on your moveset. All of your moves serve a pretty significant purpose. Plus, we already got growth on Ollie, so let's see though. You know what? Hold up. I've got to check how mechanics for Faint work in this generation. I know that in some generations it's a priority move with the added effect of breaking protection moves. But okay, yeah, the change happened in Generation 5, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So in that case, yeah, honestly, having a priority move on the team, even one as weak as Fate, could be very helpful. At the moment, Kendra is still a decent bit strong, Phoebe is still a decent bit stronger than Kendra, so she's still definitely got uses. It's just a little harder. Oh, Sully is level 28 as well. Never mind, we gotta go back. See, what we're seeing here is the result of my not paying attention, ever. Slowly into the box. So Phoebe definitely still has uses on the team. But I definitely don't want to lose Phoebe to an unnecessary situation. wants to learn Venoshock, but honestly, there's very little reason to do so. That was Pendra hitting level 28. It's nice that we can do some grinding here without too much worry. It does save time being able to grind against a bit higher level Pokemon. Deaths to wild Pokemon are by far the most depressing deaths in Nuzlocke. We're gonna run. We no longer have a good matchup into Hoenja since it's a flying type. Have a good counter for that on our team. Yeah, deaths to wild Pokemon are so frustrating. Because it's effectively always avoidable since you can more or less guarantee that you're able to run away from wild Pokemon. You can avoid them by using repels. There are so many ways to not lose things to wild Pokemon. And Phil Bates hit level 28. Bates, and we'll heal up Ollie. Once Ollie is up to the level we want, we are going to have to backtrack a little bit to find opponents that are a bit weaker to train up Neffy. Still shouldn't take. Okay, this should get Ollie to the level. You know, one really nice thing, Ollie wants toxic spikes. That would be so good, but Leech Seed is better. Gonna leave off the toxic spikes for now. We have a couple of, we've already got at least one other Pokemon that knows toxic spikes. So I'm gonna leave that off. And actually, while you might think that this is the time to deposit Ollie, instead, we're going to withdraw everything else that we might need, including our TX later. And then we're going to turn off the experience share. And the really nice thing about having Ollie right now is that now we can actually freely go back and rematch and match that Psychic back here. Because he really has nothing for us to worry about with a part Dark type. It's really pretty crazy how finding the right Pokemon can completely change up matchups and challenges in a specific run. While we could be punching through that Detect with Feint, we'll do a lot more damage with Venoshock, so... And see, we are pretty speedy. That is one of Mephi's good traits. Its highest stat is its speed, and it doesn't hurt that it's got a naturally decent base speed. So yeah, Mephi is going to be a very important staple of our team for a good chunk of the run. Eventually we should get access to a Drapion, which is also a Poison Dark type and is a good bit stronger, especially on the defensive side. So at that point, there's a decent chance Mephi will get swapped out, but be a really key team member for quite a while. I know where I want to go. Could you not punch yourself? Really? Really? Now we've got to run. We just got chased away by a Zubat. Please reconsider your life choices. So now if we hop down here onto Route 8, we can get some pretty good training in. Good targets like that Drifloon that'll give HP EVs. Absol, I believe, gives attack. Some gas. Vanish. And the XP from the Absol. I was about to freak out because this is a Psychic type, but we're a Dark type. Ha! Right now our strongest move is pretty consistently Poison Gas into Venoshock, because Venoshock does double damage onto poisoned targets, and in this generation Poison Gas is pretty accurate. In past generations it really wasn't, but in this generation, it just stopped. Just getting kind of annoying, Mienfoo. Or Mienfoo, I think is how it's pronounced. I think I heard that in the anime at some point. You know what's kind of weird? The lack of held items in the anime. Like, there are a couple of cases where held items are used, but really not that many. They're pretty much exclusively specific Pokemon and then Megas. I guess Zebras as well. I think those are technically used from the trainer as opposed to the Pokemon. Game treat them as held items on Pokemon. And that's more confusion issues, so we're just gonna run. I really don't feel like having Mephi take herself out when she is so friggin' valuable. I genuinely can't overstate how useful Mephi is as far as keeping us from facing certain matches that are just ridiculously frightening for no other reason than one specific type. Inkay is a really cool Pokemon. To be honest, I really wanted to try a Mono Dark type run in this game, and Inkay was one of the Pokemon that I thought would be super fun to use in that situation, but unfortunately, it's genuinely not possible to do a Mono Dark run under a hardcore rule set. I've considered a slightly modified rule set that would allow us to get past the first gym, but I'm still not sure I want to mess with that, because I don't know. There's just something about the simple standardization of the hardcore Nuzlocke rules that I'm quite fond of. It lets people from within the Nuzlocke community know what's going on just by hearing the term hardcore Nuzlocke, which has a few benefits. Obviously, I don't have to explain as much to them, and I also don't have to explain much to... Oh, jeez. I always forget how high Absol's attack is. I can rely a little bit on the community's help in explaining things to anyone else who happens to be As much fun as that would be, Return is just a better move. So if I want normal type coverage, I can just grind the friendship to make use of return. Honestly, with how fast the speed up is, there's a decent chance I'm getting close. Don't you just love it? When a wild Pokemon uses stalling moves that are only useful in a professional double battle. That happens is just so much fun. Okay, I'm just not dealing with the Manfu anymore. Black glasses. I'm sure I can get one at some point. We're actually going to check this. Going back to the grass as opposed to the flowers, while it's slightly less room to bike back and forth. The encounters are just better. Foul play just damage based on our attack stat, which means our attack stat into us is pretty strong, even on a resisted move. Oh my. You know, I would freak out here. Actually, you know what? I am just going to run from this. As much fun, as much XP as that horde battle would have gotten me, I went into it just too low on HP to make it reliable. I really don't feel like wasting Mephi's potential on my getting greedy with trying to hurry. Now we can do it safely. So we're going to target the Sevipers, because the Sevipers are actually going to target the Zangoose. It's funny, it's a hard-coded aspect of it. If there are rival Pokemon in a horde battle, like Zangoose and Seviper are, the one will always target the rest. And, like, they'll target each other. So Zangoose will always target one of the Seviper, and the Seviper will all target Zangoose until one or the other goes down. In this case, the Zangoose went down, no surprising since it was a 4-on-1. Oh, that is ridiculous! That Seviper just sideswiped its own ally that was holding a person berry with swagger, so it got doubled attack, and then the person berry killed the confusion. Oh, It's always funny when you get reminded that the AI, for some reason, knows that specific strategy. It knows if its ally is holding a person berry, and it knows swagger. That means target your ally with swagger. And it's just really funny, because I can't imagine what exactly the game developers had to do in the code. Oh, yeah, I can turn it down. I can turn down the music. Let me know if it needs to get turned down more. Button. Yeah, I genuinely don't know what exactly it took in the code for the random AI to all know that. But I feel like it's just one random strategy that for some reason the developers decided to make sure all of the Pokemon knew. And it's just kind of funny when it comes up. Like, I saw a YouTuber a while back who was doing a challenge in, I believe it was Pokemon Platinum. And that came up where their rival, during a double battle that they were doing against against the criminal organization, sideswiped them with swagger while they were holding a person berry. And it really seems like all of the Pokemon know that strategy. That is so niche that it almost had to be hard coded in to the combat AI. Yeah, we're not gonna bother being confused ourselves. I don't feel like dealing with all of the random chance involved in that. So while it can be necessary to deal with confusion, when it's not necessary, it's frankly just kind of reckless. Drifloon. You know, it's funny, Drifloon is actually a pretty rare encounter in this area, but during a Nuzlocke I did recently where I was using only Pokemon 2 feet tall or shorter, I actually picked up a Drifloon here, and it was so ridiculously useful throughout the run. Even though it couldn't evolve, it was one of the most important members of my team going into the Elite Four and the Champion. It's so bulky and it has a phenomenal typing. Honestly, Drifloon, easily one of the best Nuzlocke Pokemon, period. Not just for this particular game. If you can get a Drifloon or a Drifblim, if it's within the possible encounters for a Nuzlocke, it is such a fantastic Pokemon. every Nuzlocke team wants a Pokemon that adds depth and useful resistances and immunities. And Drifloon and Drifblim come with 3 immunities to very common types that are kind of rare to resist, actually. You know, I love using the Paraflinch strat, but I hate the Parafusion strat, both using it and facing it. Because honestly, dealing with paralysis and confusion at the same time is just so much unreliability on both sides. Hi Skull and Hope, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing a Nuzlocke of Pokemon Y using only poison types, and right now I am getting my Stunky up to scratch. Well, I'm glad you could join us. Yeah, so right now we're preparing a little bit before going through Reflection Cave. I'm not super worried about Reflection Cave now that we've got Stunky, because any dark type that knows a special move can deal with any Wobbuffet we encounter. But, thanks for the follow, Skull and Hope.
Is now following.
Yeah. But I want to be up to level because there are actually a couple of astonishingly tough trainers in the cave, including one person who has a random sock that should not be as frightening as it is, but it has, I'm pretty sure it has Sturdy, and it has a weird moveset that includes Stone Edge, which makes things a bit more dangerous than you'd normally expect. Luckily, for once going through this, I think I've actually got a pretty good answer into the sock. You know, at this stage, I think we can make our way back north and do some grinding on Route 10 with Stunky now. That should speed things up a bit. The fact that we have a Stunky at this point, I'm so absurdly excited about, because Psychic types in this run have been terrifying and have been dancing around them like crazy. But now that we've got a Poison Dark type to soak up the Psychic type moves, we've at least got something to deal with all of the main counterplays to poison types. Honestly, the only one that I can think of that we don't really have a counter to is probably poison type itself. If we encountered a poison type that had a good coverage move into us, honestly, that could be a bit problematic, but even then we've got enough defensive depth that I don't know if one poison type with good coverage into our team could actually cause that much trouble. Especially since funnily enough, something I've found in a lot of... that's true for a lot of monotype Nuzlockes, is that it's not necessarily that important to keep... For example, this is a Poison-type Nuzlocke. It's not that important to keep a Poison-type move on all of my Pokemon. If they've got a useful secondary typing, or even if they don't, but they have useful coverage, it can be a lot more helpful to give them their coverage moves than to keep a Poison-type move on them. It was something that really stood out. I once did an electric-only run of Pokemon Shield, and that was a pretty regular thing. Like, the only reason I ever pulled out Manectric was to use a Fire-type move. There was no point in calling on it for an Electric-type move. Stuff like that happens a lot. Or, I recently had a rough attempt at a normal-only run in Pokemon White, I want to say. It's either black or white. Which I actually lost against the final Getsus fight, which was crushing. Especially since I lost almost entirely due to a mistake that I made during the fight with N. But... yeah, in the normal-only Nuzlocke, I had an Audino, and literally, as soon as I had other coverage options, I never had a normal move on it. Because there were so many other good normal-type attackers with high physical attack, but Audino was our only special attacker, and the only Pokemon with much in the way of coverage. So it made no sense to keep a normal-type move on it when it could do so much better with Surf and Fire Blast and things like that. We're actually going to switch out and then run from this. Because a crit from that Hawlucha would kill us. I'm a big fan of Pokemon X and Y for Nuzlocke specifically. I find that Nuzlocke, or the games with a lot of variety in the Pokemon, make for more interesting strategies in Nuzlocke, which is part of the fun, really. This shouldn't take too much longer. To be honest, we could possibly even speed things up if I went and fought the Psychic on Route 11, but I'm not going to take that risk because we're still not the best Pokemon to be taking on a Sigilith. I think Hawlucha has a really solid move. I've never noticed that before. A really solid move pool. Encore, Roost, and even a basic stab like Karate Chop. It's a decent spread. See, a fighting-only run in this game could be fun, and would actually probably be pretty doable. I've found that the biggest danger to a lot of runs in this game is how ridiculously hard it is to beat the first gym with a hardcore moveset. Ooh, yes, we're learning Toxic. We can drop Poison Gas. Because it's honestly really funny. The only starter that can solo the Bug-type gym without, like, with a hardcore level cap is the Grass starter. Because Chespin learns Rollout by level up. The Fire starter can't solo the Bug gym, nor can the Water starter. Which is actually part of the reason that this is a Poison-type run and not a Dark-type run. Because I would absolutely love to do a Dark-type only run in this game. But Froakie can't solo the first gym with a hardcore level cap. At least not without the gym leader making ridiculously awful choices. You know, I'm actually feeling really good about this run, partly because we've managed to go without losing any Pokemon up to this point. We definitely have some difficult battles up ahead. There's obviously the Psychic-type gym leader. And there's the Steel-type member of the Elite Four, both of which have a pretty strong matchup into my team. But I do like the odds. And there are still a few Pokemon to catch in this that I've wanted to use in a Nuzlocke a number of times before. And have never really gotten the opportunity to. For example, I've gotten to use Skorupi, but I've never gotten to use Drapion. And I've had the chance to use Skrelp, but I've never gotten to use Dragalge. Actually, Skrelp I got to use when I tried to do Pokemon X and Y, or Pokemon Y with just water types. And that was a really fun challenge for the first half, but there was really nothing to worry about once I beat the 5th gym. So I kind of lost interest in that run. It's part of the reason I like Poison types for this run, because we have some definite challenges regardless of the stage of the game we're in. Our rival is literally always going to be a terrifying opponent, because they have Delphox. Because I chose Chespin as our starter. And Delphox is definitely the scariest Pokemon for the rival to have just in the average playthrough of Pokemon X or Y. Just because Fire Psychic is such good coverage, and it gets fairly strong moves early on. Let's switch up the team order. Actually, you know what? No. We won't switch up the team order quite yet. Why they randomly give 2 Thunderstones right around here, I'll never fully understand. I think this hiker is actually a trainer. This guy that's spitting next to us, so I'm going to check what he has on his team. Okay, he is not a trainer, so we should be pretty much safe to simply walk past him. Now to get Reflection Cave up so that I don't do something stupid. Okay, I'm probably going to want to not take this in sped up mode. Because there are actually some pretty dangerous trainer battles here. Oh, let's fire off a repel. Okay, this guy has a Linoon. Oh, crap. I forgot to redo my team one more time before coming in here, because I don't really feel like having the... Hang on. Is there a use for strength in this cave? I think that's only to connect things at the end. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother keeping the TM slave on the team. Oh, and hey, here's a fun one. The other day, randomly, yeah, we picked up a shiny Bunnelby. I can't use her, but I like catching shinies when I find them because I don't get the chance to use them very often. Honestly, if I had to go with who I think will be the most use in the cave, let's add Poison-type to the team, and let's swap in Pendra in place of Croagunk. Croagunk's just a little bit too frail right now, and I don't think there are any trainers with like strong water types on their team. Yeah, it doesn't look like there are any water type Pokemon, so Dry Skin won't be that involved. We could take Yuri. Might not be a bad idea. He's stacking a second pure poison type. You know what? Yuri, you're on the team for now. Especially because we need someone who we can afford to lose, and as sad as it is, Yuri is definitely our most sackable Pokemon at the moment. Simply because we get a pretty good number of pure poison types. Okay, and I think I'll switch Salt Front. yes, this guy is using Linoon, and I'm just going to encore him into whatever he uses first, and we just won the battle. Oh, it's fun locking people into a useless move so that we can slowly whittle them down. And you know what? Since I did that, there's actually no reason to be leading with Mephi. So I will arrange my team based on the next trainer I'm likely to encounter. Yeah, so up this way... Ooh, up this way is an item. A nest ball. I'll take that. That could be useful in like a horde encounter later. Yeah, there are items scattered all over the place in this cave. I think, you know what, if I have the option, I'm going to not battle this girl, even though I'm very confident that, that Crobat could take her. I don't want to risk something going wrong in the middle of the fight, or her having a weird moveset. Okay, so we got Ace Trainer Malik up next. And nothing that scary. I would be a bit worried about the Granbull in the back, but as we're a Poison-type team, shouldn't be a big issue. I do like how in this area the trainers scattered around can see you in the reflection, and that's how they spot you. It's just kind of a funny mechanic. We're gonna click Sludge right off the bat here. How's it moving after us? How do we outspeed a Doduo? They're fast. Finish up Body Slam. And we're... I mean, I know we've got a jolly nature, but still, Sully is not a fast Pokemon. It'd be cool if Razorwing was a more useful move. I always liked the way Absol used it in the Wishmaker movie, but sadly it's kind of useless in practice. See, honestly, in most runs, I would be at least a little bit scared of Granbull, because it has a really good attack stat. And Fairy typing is a strong defensive typing, it comes with Intimidate. Overall, a pretty good Pokemon, apart from being absurdly slow. Your heart is filled with love for Pokemon. Good for you. Yep, see, that's the block that we can push back to make it easier to get back the way we came. But we don't encounter that until basically the end of the gym, or the end of the area, so not much to worry about there. Okay, so we're down a floor. This lady has a neat arena. We'll skip her if we can. If not, I mean, we don't have much trouble with poison types. I am going to go ahead and heal up. Sully there in the back, though. Oh. She's a frickin' spinner. Okay, so it looks like this is the person who has the neat arena. Well, shouldn't be too much trouble, really. We'll switch in Yuri. She's got bulldoze. Ground coverage. Make this pretty free. The best this thing can do to us is Fury Swipes, then there's no reason to worry. Oh, I forgot to teach Yuri. Or I replaced Bulldoze because I didn't think we'd actually need it. Okay, well, this is going to be slower than I anticipated. Just keep clicking bite, Yuri. Okay, there we go. Second potion was a bit of a waste, but oh well. Ooh, and we got the black belt. That will be useful on Phil Gates the Krogunk. Or Phil Bates the Krogunk. Okay. So now we're in the right position for what I believe is an unavoidable fight with a black belt. And we got the new Flash. That's helpful. If we can avoid this black belt, obviously we will, because there's not much point in doing an optional battle against someone with a dangerous sturdy Pokemon. Now, this trainer is a Psychic, which means it's time to bring in Mephi again. Already this thing is paying off, which is actually so nice. Oh, it's so nice not to have to worry about the psychic types nearly as much. Just be able to say, okay. And oh, I didn't mean to click toxic. Let's see if I can actually hit the right moves. That'd probably be a good idea. Because Chimecho is deceptively strong. I make good use of Chimecho in my hype log. It's surprisingly bulky and can hit fairly hard. And now let's switch in Ollie. Alright, so luckily I do think we're past most of the big dangers in this gym. Or in this... I keep calling this a gym, and I don't know why, because obviously it's not a gym. Brain no work, it tired. Doing the sleepy. Okay, so that's all he's coming with. Ace Trainer could be trouble if Okay. Next is this team. And I think... You know what? Ivan and Desi. They've got bug flying types. Can we skip them? But... Ivan was never going to try and do much damage in most battles at this point. Ivan, if you wouldn't mind sleep powdering the Vespiquen if it survives Desi's attack. Didn't survive Desi's attack, is that correct? It might have been. Well, whatever it was, it's dead now. Let's see real quick. That's the Ace Trainer right there. Maybe. But then again, maybe not. Now, this guy has caused me issues in the past. I bumped into him once randomly, and I actually think it made me overlevel a Pokemon. So yeah, I'm gonna deal with him now before I run into him at a time when it's helpful. Molly, if you would be so kind as to absolutely slaughter this guy. This should be a pretty easy Giga Drain sweep. Actually, this level might have Sturdy. I'll drop a Leech Seed to break it. Still shouldn't be able to do much of anything to Alu. Like, yes, it can hit decently hard, but you've got a lot of recovery on this little plant. Okay, and now we're into Shalor City, site of our next gym battle. Let's see if anyone... Hey, that's a useful item already. Help this person grab some luggage and get some free, basically free money. I'll take it. Okay, so I need to encounter a few more Pokemon from Central Palace. I think that guy might be the guy who gives me the Violite, which can be useful for a couple of Pokemon. Especially my Krogunk comes to mind, because it doesn't evolve until like level 37, which is so late. It's okay, because Toxicoke is fantastic. I'm going to double check if there are any encounters we can get on this next route, because I think we have access to a patch of grass on it at the moment. So far, it doesn't look like there's anything walking. Yeah, it looks like the only encounter on that route is by fishing for a Tentacool, and we don't have the right fishing route for that yet. Yeah, so that scientist does give us our Pokédex. I'm going to see if there's anything useful in this place. Oh. Oh, jeez. I've never actually lost the little Pokédex competition with that guy before. I think I have to beat the gym before I can actually climb the Tower of Mastery. I could be wrong there. Oh, not quite yet. I will come back here to trade berries with that guy, but I'm not going to do so yet because I've only got one citrus berry at the moment. Okay, it looks like I do have to approach the Power of Mastery. So, we got the Intriguing Stone, which is the keystone for the Mega Ring. Okay, so we're about to hit a required battle with Serena. Or, not Serena, Callum. I'm playing with Serena this round. Meowstic, Braixen, and Absol. Luckily, I do have a Dark type for Meowstic, which otherwise this battle would be super frightening. You know, actually, all things considered, I think this would be a really good time to go and get a couple of encounters to fill out that Central Kalos Pokédex. So that's one that we didn't have before. And that's another we didn't have before. Okay. I should be free to get the Violite now. Which I can immediately give to Mephitis. Now, with all that said, I am going to grab my TM slave real quick and backtrack through caves to do a little bit more grinding. I don't particularly want to grind in the caves because Wobbuffet. Wait, how did I not manage to run away? I mean, I know Chatot is kind of fast, but I really didn't expect that. Aspear. That'll come in handy, at least for farming some mutations. can't wait till we get fly. Oh, it's honey that I can find there. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so a quick backtrack to Route 10, and it will be quick, because I can clear up the path. There we go. Sure, why not drop a save? And now, let's see if any of the trainers here can help us speed this process up. So we've got Brains and Brawn, Frank and Sly. It's a double battle against a Machote and a Mr. Mime. And in a double battle, I can't really rely on Mephi to be completely safe dealing with the Psychic type, so I guess that's a no. So let's just run back and forth for a minute. Oh, hang on. Let's turn on the experience share. And actually, no, the hiker a little bit earlier doesn't battle us. Oh, that's why I wasn't encountering anything. Get up to level 30, I think. With the team, that should make the fight against Serena a tad safer, while still giving us enough wiggle room to deal with the gym. I don't actually know what moves this thing has, but oof. Is all enough holding an item? Huh, weird. Oh yeah, boring. I guess I should probably go switch boring out of the party real quick so something else can be getting experience. You know what? We'll switch Phil Bates into the party. Oh, that wasn't where I meant to go. is actually a pretty hefty hit. Despite the weird design, Throw is a pretty solid Pokemon. I am going to switch Desi up front. This now seems like a pretty good time to see if I can pick up a couple of berries from the background. That's 2 new types of berries. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to get into this fight. I mean, we still have a pretty decent matchup, but I would have preferred to just not have the matchup at all. Okay, thankfully Desi, being a fantastic Pokemon, can one-shot Mr. Mime. And Desi can definitely one-shot the Choke. Up everyone real quick. Pull Ollie from the party right there. Air Cutter. Should be able to pick up, yeah, sweet, a Lumberry. See, now that we've got Air Cutter, we can pick up a pretty wide variety of new berries, which will be helpful later in the run. I'm sure that at some point I'll have a bit of a dedicated berry grind. Oh, and here, notice that tall grass in the background? That means that it's time to bring out Ivan. Because Ivan's Razor Leaf can actually take care of that grass in the background and get us yet another item. Let's see what we find in the aftermath. Desi hit level 30. Sully hit level 30. Sully is going to learn Toxic. Yes, that is a much, much better move for you than Body Slam, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and go that route. So, Sully learned Toxic, and we found a White Herb, which is definitely one of the stronger options for that grass. Switch up the party real quick. not gonna keep running away from the Sigilith. I suppose we could be pivoting into Mephi, but it's really not that necessary. And sadly, we don't have Desi on the team to take care of those berries. You should actually be alright here. Like, you're not the strongest, but you are decently bulky. Yeah, well, take an Encore. The only move that really makes sense for me to use against you anyway. And Ivan is at level 30. Yeah, see, I like being able to toggle the experience share off and on because it does allow for these nice quick grinding sessions as opposed to the longer, slower ones. Yeah, we don't actually have a great matchup into gold at the moment. Do a pretty good number on these guys with filler baits. Might still take a hit, but it's pretty doable. How's everyone in chat doing? Y'all being good, behaving, eating your vegetables, all that? Now, there's really no point in learning Mud Bomb when we've got Bulldoze. Bulldoze is fully accurate, physical, and guaranteed to lower speed. Phoebe hit level 29, as did Pendra. And Yuri... Oh, Mephi is actually at level 30. I missed that happening. Not a big deal. Funny about these nose passes is that they could actually be deceptively scary, or they could actually be surprisingly scary under the wrong circumstances, just because they know the move block. So if you made the mistake of leaving something in against them that couldn't definitely beat them without going down itself, could actually get really crazy there. This will be some good experience. I don't know why I'm still training over here. It would be better to be training on the other route. Since I just came over here to try and pick up a couple of extra berries. I've done that. Two of my Pokemon are now paralyzed, so now seems like a really good time to stop at the Pokemon Center and then revisit the other route. Oh, hey, it's a Dedenne! You're weak to everything on my team. Yuri, would you mind shed skinning that? Oh, that's annoying. You know, I've never actually set up with Sword Stance on Phoebe, and this might be the ideal time to do so, since we're up against a fighting type. Oh yeah, that feels good. We just one-shot a tank. Okay, so Whirlipede is about to evolve. There's no reason to hold it off for Steamroller, at least. I could hold off for Agility. I don't really think I need that for this gym. Or for the rival battle we're about to hit. And if we level up immediately, we get Baton Pass, which is such a good move. Yeah, I don't really think there's a question here. Pendra, you go ahead and evolve. See, this is the crazy thing about the level curve of this game. We're 2 badges in, and already so much of our team is fully evolved. I'm gonna drop. Oh, that's a tricky call, because I do want Baton Pass. It opens up a lot of options. I'll drop Rollout. We've got Rock Tomb on a couple of other Pokemon if we need rock coverage, and I don't really think we need rock coverage anytime in the immediate future. Oh, that was almost really dumb. I almost walked into that Psychic-type trainer. Maybe I should not do things that are going to get my entire team wiped. Pendra, if you could go into the box. You 3. There you go, Phoebe. Once more. Sword stance up. And smack it down. Phil Bates leveled up. How close is Yuri? Well, let's just get one more encounter here. I don't see that. Actually, we can just turn off the experience share now. Alright, Yuri. Start firing off those poison fangs. Now it does seem to have guts, which could make those poison fangs, that poison, a little less than ideal. Okay, that revenge actually could have been bad if it was a crit. Okay, we've got the team up to level 30. Oh, and it's a Nidorino. I've always loved the design of Nidorino's line especially. Nidoran male always looks cool. Okay. Now back to our preferred team. I think... Good. For the battles that are coming up, we're definitely going to want Mephi. And Desi is pretty much a no-brainer for having on the team all the time. Sully should help with the Absol, which could otherwise be kind of scary. Same story with Phil Bates, but I don't want to use it unless I have to. Pendra. Couple of reasons, partly in case we need something to sacrifice. I feel bad for Yuri, because honestly, good Pokemon has put in good work, and I'd love to keep her around through the entire run. It's just, if someone has to go down, Yuri is the safest option. Same to you, Yuri. Now, unfortunately, we can't go back quite the same way we came this way. Which means we have to dodge that trainer again, but that worked out. Okay. Let's switch Mephi up front. And we should actually be good to go into this area for the upcoming rival battle. Now we should be able to spam our way through the conversation. I think there's a pretty good chance that I get outsped, so Payback is the right dark type move, I think. In order to pick up, or in order to face off against these opponents. So, I always start with a fake out, and there's not really much we can do there. I was hoping the feint would finish it off. Oh well. Okay, so now the plan is to switch into Sully, who is our bulkiest Pokemon. Yawn the Absol, and lock it into whatever move it decides to use with Encore. That gives us a couple of free turns. So now, actually, I'm gonna go into Pendra. Even though Phil Bates has a strong move against it, Pendra does too, and Pendra is a little bit stronger overall. There we go, and now we're gonna do some quick pivoting, because it's probably going for a fire move. It wasn't, but now it should be going for a psychic move, which means it should be safe to switch to Mephi. Toxic. Now we are trapped, which is not good. Venoshock. Okay, we should just scrape the win here. Oh, that is so much closer than I would have liked. If we didn't have the Violate on Mephi there, we would have been so sunk. I suppose I could have hunted for a Shed Shell, but honestly... Whew. Callum is always... This rival battle is always pretty scary. Because it's hard to have something to deal with everything this guy has. And honestly, that breaks in. The next time we fight it, it's going to be a Delphox, which means it'll have gained the Psychic type. And that in itself is frightening. Okay, we can't get up there just yet, which kind of sucks, because I would like to get the TM for low sweep, but oh well. Okay, now we want to clear the gym trainers in the Shalor City gym, and luckily Desi has a pretty solid matchup into literally everything in there. I do want to check a couple of things real quick. Shalor City Gym. There is a trainer with a Metatite. What does a level 28 Metatite have? Almost nothing. Okay. Looking at the gym trainers, I think the smart move is to switch Mephi out of the party for this one. This might actually be Phoebe's last hurrah. This might actually be Phoebe's last hurrah, because there is a trainer in here who is generally pretty scary. She has a sock, and I don't mean the kind on your feet. It's that one. Now I'm going to double check her lead Pokemon. Actually, you know what? I don't think this is going to be Phoebe's last hurrah, because it turns out she leads with Sock, which means I need a different plan. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, she's the most dangerous trainer in here because of her sock, almost entirely. Wait, this isn't the one with the sock? Okay, well... Yuri, come on out. And this one doesn't really have anything to worry about. I mean, they're going to flinch us with playing Mienfoo, but that's not actually scary by any measure. So, it was going kind of fast. You may not have been able to see it in that brief glance, but one of the platforms in the center, that's Rolanda. We're just gonna wait for her to come back around. The platforms leading to the center come up as we beat the gym trainer, meaning we have to beat them before we get done here. Ooh, can I encore you into literally any fighting? As long as you're not using like a setup move or a coverage move, you are easy pickings for Desi. And you don't have Sturdy? Could have sworn you did. I'm using Oran Berries to heal up, just because it saves some funds that we could potentially use later. And at that point, it shouldn't be much of an issue who we fight or in what order, because, again, we have a good matchup into fighting types. I love how this is a giant roller skating rink and I am walking. But yeah, as long as we can be 32 pushing 33 by the time we enter the gym battle, there's literally no question as to how this should go. And thankfully, I think this battle right here should get us there. So as long as we level up on the first Pokemon, we'll learn the move Acrobatics, which will make the rest of the gym just an absolute cakewalk. Okay, so I think we might want to get in a couple of extra battles yeah, we're gonna go get a couple of extra battles in order to get close to the level cap. Because the only dangerous thing for Desi in this gym is the Machoke that knows Rock. And I use the term dangerous very loosely here. Meaning we could probably deal with it without giving it a second thought. Right as we are, without worrying about the level up move. I'm just playing this safe enough that I can basically walk in, start clicking one button, and I actually think that I will literally only need to use one button in the course of the entire gym battle. Nothing's using Bide, which could have been a quick kill on Desi had I kept attacking. We will eventually get a ghost type, funnily enough. We can guarantee an encounter with Haunter in a cave not too far into the second half of the game. I wish I could get a bear. Oh, I meant to hit air cover. We're not going to deal with confusion. Why are there so many weak Pokemon here? I want something that'll give me experience. That'll work. This is more experience than the Slowbro, or Slowpoke. I'm actually surprised it outsped there. Like, I know Tauros is a pretty strong Pokemon, pretty fast and stuff. That gave us about 600 points. Okay. You know what? Now is when we want to beat a Slowbro. Because that gives us just a couple hundred points. Oh, it's a Heracross. That's nice. I always liked Heracross. It's definitely one of the coolest Pokemon to come out of Generation 2. And I'm generally fond of Generation 2. You know what? Despite the fact that I don't think it'll overlevel us, I'm not going to take the risk. Ooh, this is a good way to precisely farm some experience. As long as we don't get confused. You know what? That looks real good to me. Okay. Two things. First, we're gonna come and take the item from Desi. While that seems like a strange thing, it's going to make sense in a minute. Yeah, so she drops out of the sky. Desi is in the lead, no item. The rest of the Pokemon on the team literally don't matter because I don't actually think there's a way we can lose this as long as I literally press one button. Okay, I talked to her by pressing A. She sends out her Mienfoo, and it's going to try and flinch us first turn with Fake Out, but I'm pretty sure our ability is actually Inner Focus, which would prevent that. So yeah, I press A to open the move, or the attacks, press A to use Aerial Ace. It tries to fake us out, it even gets a crit. That is the only hit they're going to be getting this fight. Desi levels up. And I'm just pressing A here. Desi gets the chance to learn Acrobatics, and we are absolutely replacing Aerial Ace for Acrobatics. Desi forgets Aerial Ace. Desi learns Acrobatics. Because it was in the first slot, I didn't even have to move which move I was focused on. So again, just hitting A. And Acrobatics can easily take out the rest of the team. See, Acrobatics is the reason we didn't want a held item going into this. Because the power of Acrobatics doubles if the user isn't holding an item. So by not holding an item, we have a move that is effectively 110 base power. And it's a flying type stab move on a strong flying type attacker. Oh. So yeah, all of that to set up a gym battle that we could win by pressing one button. And we even get a decent move for Phil Bates. So yeah, now she's challenged us to a battle at the top of the Tower of Mastery. And I think we will go ahead and do that, because it should only take a minute. Gives us the chance to take care of a couple of things in the Tower of Mastery. But first, let's heal up. And the thing about the battle in the Tower of Mastery, we are forced to use a Pokemon that's not a Poison type. So we have completely failed this run. It's actually impossible to do this run without pulling illegal stuff, without using illegal moves and stuff. Phil Bates, we'll switch you in. Ollie, and Phoebe, I'm going to miss you, but I do think now's the time for us to let you retire to the PC, rather than having you continue with all of the dangerous battling. Phoebe, your service is much appreciated. And we're going to let you live on as the hero who got us this far in the run. It is by no means an exaggeration to say that the entire run was possible because of you. So, come up here, and someone in this tower gives us the TM for low sweep, which I really want. I think it's an old guy, so we'll keep an eye out for an old guy. Oh, no, it's not an old guy. Now, I just want to double check because I think low sweep can be learned by Phil Bates. And honestly, heck yes, give it to me. As cool, as powerful as Revenge can be, low sweep is just a much more reliable move. Now I'm going to replace Bulldoze with it. And then I'm going to teach Yuri Bulldoze instead, because I don't really want to get rid of Revenge, because there is the possibility that it could be important at some point. But so yeah, we now have a Mega Ring, which lets us Mega Evolve Pokemon. And we actually do have a Pokemon that can learn to Mega Evolve. Okay, so I can't skip the battle, but this battle just frankly doesn't count. We're forced to participate in it. Yes, it does break the rules, but we're not going to keep the Lucario that we're stuck with. Mega Evolve, Power Up Punch. And because we Mega Evolved first, we can know that we're faster, which means that shy of getting a critical hit there, we are guaranteed to win this. And now we refuse to take the Lucario. Yep, we just ditch it. They're on the top of the tower. Sorry, it's not toxic enough. It lacks the level of toxicity needed to survive on this team. And you know what? I think that is where we're going to call it for today. Had a good run of battles. We managed to get through the third gym. And I still have just enough time to make it to the gym myself before it closes. So, thanks everyone who showed up and chatted, and for those of you who followed, and if there's anyone in chat who isn't following yet, feel free. We are close to the current follower goal of 30. And I am trying to work my way up to affiliate so that I can get y'all some fun emotes and stuff. And some fun things to do with channel points. But thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, just have a great evening or day, or have a great Wednesday. Wednesday is coming up, or has arrived for all of you, so yeah, we'll go with that. Thanks for watching. Bye.